Hey guys, besides living with chronic pain pretty much my whole adult life due to thoracic outlet syndrome and 3 lower back surgeries, I've also died like almost 4 times, and sometimes I wonder why I'm still around. The first time was actually a suicide attempt that, from the pain, it just got overwhelming to the point where I took a bunch of pills. And that time I was going through a divorce, and my wife, she called and basically said, "What's wrong? I got this really weird feeling that I should call you." And I said, "Well, I took a bunch of pills." And she's like, "Well, why did you do that?" And I said I wanted to die because, pain was too much. Anyway, I'd already made a video about that, but I ended up unconscious in the hospital, and a lot of people thought I was going to die on that one, or I might have brain damage. But anyway, I came out of that one, and like my wife told the priest at the hospital, she goes, "I just got this really weird feeling that I should call him." And he said, "Well, you were his divine intervention. He's still here for a reason." So being that I've lived in chronic pain my whole life, sometimes I wonder what the reason is. And okay, so moving down the road, I had a ruptured appendix at one time, and I don't know if I almost died from that, but I was home alone, and at that time I just had a roommate. And once it ruptured, I was able to make it to the phone and call an ambulance. But if I'd have been out on a walk somewhere, away from anything, I could have died, because I really couldn't walk. I mean, it was, once that thing ruptured, I was, pain was pretty excruciating. I don't know if I could have walked. So I guess I could have died that time. And then I've also had endocarditis twice. If you don't know what that is, it's like an infection in an infected heart valve. And the first time, I had to be on these IV antibiotics for a long time, a month or two, and they had to put a PICC line, in my arm, and it goes up and it comes around way down here in my heart, and constant IV antibiotics at home for a long time. So, and that was really rough to recover from. I was like super tired and just had no energy for probably 6 months after. And, they told me, "Well, we got that, but there's always that chance you could get it again. There's a little damage to your heart valve." So a few years down the road, actually it was about 6 years ago now, I guess, got really sick, felt awful, had no energy, and, I finally ended up getting admitted to the hospital, and basically they said, "Your endocarditis is back. It ate up your heart valve. You're gonna have to have open heart surgery, but you're so sick right now, we can't even do the surgery because that tissue around your heart valve is so infected. We don't feel like attaching a new valve, it would even stick." So I had to be probably on antibiotics for, I think, about 10 or 11 days in the hospital before they did the surgery. And pretty much everybody thought I was going to die, including my doctors on that one, I think. My wife thought I was going to die. She was telling everybody, my friends, "You better go see him, and because he's going to die." But somehow, miraculously, I survived that one. Took me probably a year to recover from that one. I just felt awful. I had no energy. And then, 17 months ago, I had my spinal fusion surgery. And that was 2 surgeries. They go through the front one day, and then a day of rest, and then go through the back the next day. And my wife said she was afraid I was going to die during that, because my heart's pretty weak since that open heart surgery. So she was afraid I might die. And then turned out I'm still here, and she got the flu and died 8 months ago. So sometimes I just wonder why I'm still here. But I guess only God knows that. Although sometimes when I'm making these videos lately, I feel like it's really been helping me. I mean, I make the videos to hopefully help you guys, but I feel like all the comments I'm getting back are really helping me. I kind of feel like this channel's turned into like a kind of a support group, you know, and you know, I try to keep things positive for everybody, and people seem to say that, you know, they like the videos, they like hearing someone who understands chronic pain and who gets it. So I'm just going to keep making these videos, and who knows, maybe this is my purpose. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys next time.
Life ain't always beautiful. Sometimes it's just plain hard. Life can knock you down. It can break your heart.